Hey, and welcome to another cricket stat check. This one is very juicy and exciting because we are comparing India's best versus Australia's best. Of course, we're talking about Virat Kohli versus Steve Smith. So, enough delay, let's get right in there. Let's kick things off with the longest form of the game, of course, Test matches. In the achievements category, Virat Kohli has 25 50s. Smith, just ahead at 31. Centuries now. For Kohli, 27. For Smith, also 27. So that is a tie. Moving along, total runs. Kohli, 7,463. Smith, just slightly ahead at 7,540. Top scores. 254 not out for Kohli, and for Smith, 239, so that goes to Virat Kohli. So, as you can see, these stats are looking quite tight, but we need to consider that they have played in a different amount of test matches. For Kohli, that is 151, and for Smith, that figure is 139. So, actually not a big difference there. More important right now is the average performance category. For Kohli, he has an average score of 52.93, not too shabby. That is a decent score. But for Steve Smith, he has 61.80, so that is quite the score. That goes to Steve Smith by quite a wide margin. I mean, 52 for Kohli is a great average test score, but Steve Smith really smashes it out of the park there with 61.80. My conclusion for test matches, when it comes to the achievements, it's pretty similar, pretty much the same. But when it comes to the average performance, the average score, so who would I pick on my test match team if I had to choose between these two? I would have to go with Smith based on that really great average score of 62 pretty much. But now moving along to the ODI category. I'm sure the Kohli fans will be a little bit more interested in this category. I think we know what's coming, but let's see exactly how they compare. In the achievements for Kohli, he has achieved 60 50s. For Smith, 25, well behind. Centuries. Kohli, 43. For Smith, 11, once again well behind. Total runs. Kohli, 12,040. Smith, 4,378. That goes to Kohli. Top scores, 183 Kohli. Smith, a little bit closer now, but still behind at 164. Now we can tell that there is quite a gap between these two in the achievements. But we need to consider they have played, once again, a different amount of innings. For Kohli, that number is 242, and for Smith, that figure is 113. So of course, where it gets really interesting, the average performance category. Kohli's average strike rate is 93.25, and Smith's is less at 88.50. You knew this was coming. The average scores. Kohli, 59.31. I've talked about this before. That score is brilliant. And Smith's score now, 53.35. So he is a long way back from Kohli's huge score of pretty well 60. Not too many other batsmen really get close to Kohli, by the way. So, my conclusion for the ODIs is fairly simple. Kohli leads the achievements, and his average performance, he's way ahead there as well. Steve Smith, I still rate highly as an ODI player, but if I had to choose a team, I had to choose an ODI player out of these two for my team, I would easily go with Virat Kohli, based on these numbers. So kicking things on now to the T20s, the shortest form. The achievements category for Virat Kohli, he has 25 50s, and Smith only the 4. Centuries, Kohli 0, Smith 0, so that's pretty easy. Total runs, 2,009 for Virat, and for Smith, 794. Easy for Kohli. Top score, Kohli 94 not out, and this is very tight. Smith just behind at 90. Of course, probably pretty easy to figure out. There is a gulf between how many innings these two players have played in. Kohli has played in 79 T20 innings and Smith has played in the 37. So Kohli pretty much doubles him there. Average performance category. Average strike rate, very important in T20s as we know. Kohli's average strike rate is 138.44. Smith's 129.53. Average scores, Kohli 50.48 and Smith 27.38. Kohli pretty much laps him there. Well done to Kohli. Easy conclusion. Kohli dominates the achievements and also out-achieves Steve Smith in the average performances. So I would of course go with Virat Kohli if I had to pick a T20 team and had to choose one of these players. All right, conclusion time. And you know what? It's actually very easy. My job has been made very simple today. Of course, I'm just going by these numbers. There are other numbers and there are other ways to figure out how players compare. But these are the main ones. By these numbers, again, Steve best at Test, Kohli better at ODIs and T20s. That's another stat check finished. I'm looking forward to the next one. Please like, rate, subscribe. You know the go. Catch you next time. Thanks again.